Hi boys and girls. Today we're going to make bottle cap tambourines. First of all, we'll need 2 pieces of cardboard cut out the exact same size. In fact, Susie used a pattern to make a circle on the cardboard so that it is the same size. We'll need 4 pieces of cardboard, just strips, that we're going to bend up like a U. Some string. This here is actually more like a rubber band, but you'll need a big long piece of string, or if you have yarn, just make sure it's not too fuzzy because it'll stop the musical instrument from moving really well. We'll need 8 bottle caps, any kind of bottle cap that you can find. But each bottle cap has to have a hole right in the middle. So all 8 bottle caps should have a hole. Some paper for decorating, some glue. I also use a stapler, a pen that helps punch the hole in, some scissors, if you're going to color, some markers. And Susie has more stickers. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is on the circle, we're going to make it look like a piece of pizza. We're going to do a line straight down and across, and then another line this way and that way. And then we're going to put 4 holes, one here, one down at the bottom, one over here, and one over there, just like on a clock. I like to use a pen, and make sure the cardboard that you're using is really sturdy. Some people use a screwdriver to make the hole. Make sure we've got the holes on this one done too. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, where the holes are is where the string is going to go through. See how the line is there for the holes? That's where the string is going to go through. So on the other lines, we want to attach our piece of cardboard. Now here's where Susie's going to use the stapler. Now it's pretty thick. I like to do it twice so that it's sturdy, so that it doesn't fall off when you're playing your instrument. You might need a little help with the staple. It's not really easy. You could use tape, but I find that tape falls off easily, and I try to make the instruments so that they last. We're going to do this 4 times. Remember, not where the holes are, but where the other lines are. So when we're done with this, it'll look a little bit like sunshine, actually. Or a spider with 4 legs. There you go. That's one side. Then with the other, we're going to do exactly the same thing, but remember, not where the holes are. Put it this way. Put it down and staple again. 1. That first staple didn't go in very well, so I'm going to do it again. You have that sometimes when you're just learning how to do something. You may not get it right the first time, but if you're persistent and you keep trying, you'll get it right. It's like that a lot in music. People that play musical instruments practice every single day. That's how they get good. What do you like to do every day? One more. We're almost ready. Wow, this is looking different now. Now that one didn't work. We'll do it again. The closer you get to finishing this part, the harder it is to staple. But it worked. Ha-ha. Now we have to add sound. Here's where we get our string. The first thing we're going to do is put the string in one of the holes, and then we get our bottle caps. You'll need 2. I like to put them back to back because that's how they make the best sound when they click together. So one goes this way and one goes that way. You see? Just like that. And then, remember there's a hole on the bottom, so we put the hole through the bottom too. Isn't that fun? Then on the bottom part, we pull the string straight across. It'll look like a straight line. And here's where we add some more music. 2 bottle caps, back to back. 1 and 2. Ooh. And then we do the same thing. We put the string through the hole in the bottom. Put the string through the hole on the bottom. Now what we're going to do is, you see you have both pieces of string. We're going to tie it together. Now, if you have something like mine that's almost like a rubber band, you want to make sure that you tie it tight, because that way it makes the music better. Don't keep it too loose, because if it's too loose, they won't jingle as well. Also, if you use yarn and your yarn is too thick, it'll stop the bottle caps from moving up and down. Isn't that great? But we want a little more music. I'll tie this again, just so it's double tied. And I'm going to trim it so there's not too much left over. Then we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side where there's another hole. We put the string in, 2 bottle caps back to back, so they make the prettiest sound. You could try it one way and then the other and see if you think it makes a louder sound. Then the string through the bottom, and then straight across. I have to make this hole a little smoother here. Then we want our last 2 bottle caps. 1, 2. Then put the string through the bottom hole. then we'll tie it. I want to tie it tight and then double knot it so it doesn't come apart. There is our tambourine. Now you can add more holes if you want to, but honestly, Miss Susie doesn't have an awful lot of bottle caps. This sounds really good. So now you kind of get to decorate it any way you want, really. Miss Susie likes yellow. So what I did was I took the same rubber stamp and I drew a circle around so that I had a circle on the paper, and then I cut it out. Just like a sunshine is what this is. And then we stick it on either side. Now I'm just going to glue it. There's lots of ways that you could stick it on, but I like glue for this. If you prefer to use tape, you could use tape. You could use staples, but it wouldn't look quite as pretty unless you covered the staples. You'd have to cover the staples with stickers or something. And then on the other side, a little bit of glue. There is our beautiful tambourine. Now, if you wanted to color here, you could. Miss Susie just bought these not too long ago. You could color here. I have some friends that use some really pretty tape, a green tape, and that made it all pretty. But you can color it any way you want. And then we have our beautiful musical instrument. Maybe I'll put a Susie Sunshine sticker on it. Ooh. Right in the middle. Ooh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. And that's it for today. See you soon.